Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later gotta cut you down, sooner or later gotta cut you down.
Hey. Well, enjoy yourself a nice big bowl of... What's that? Hold on, guys. As long as that wasn't my GoPro, which it was, that's an issue. We don't want the GoPro to be in the fire. We just want it close to the fire. A good friend of mine, you know, I'd gotten up, I was feeling real sick. I had strep, right? I had strep, wasn't feeling the greatest. And so I went and drove around and got some rent errands with the Walmart, got some paint, went to the grocery store, got some snacks, some Gatorade, whatnot, basic necessities. Went to the gas station, got myself a nice can of Chew and a Coca-Cola for the road, and I was just running some various errands around town, driving around, listening to some old country like I always do. And I got a phone call, I helped my friend, a really good friend of mine, I helped her get a job. She calls me and she goes, I got fired and I'm going crazy and all that stuff. And mind you, it's fall in the Midwest. We've had, well, it's about winter now. It's winter in the Midwest. We've had snow. Hold on, I need gloves, guys. It's fucking, oh, what you doing? We've had snow, ice, rain, and one day that was 80 degrees. Welcome to the mid-fucking West. It's currently about 25 degrees out, and my fucking glove is wet. You gotta be kidding me. I don't care. Come on, go inside. Yeah, it's fall/winter in the Midwest. We're having weather from 20 degrees one day to 50 degrees the next day to 10 degrees the next day to 65. That makes everyone sick. So, I did have a strep and I had the flu after the fact. We'll get into that. So, I realized I can't see shit in front of me. No way! So I'm going, she lives an hour away, mind you. She lives an hour away. And so I said, you know what, I'll come see you. It's been a couple weeks. Okay, let's hang out. I'm here for you. Just being a good friend. And, I make the trip and it starts snowing immediately. And, the Durango was a good vehicle. But it was not my truck. My truck has a clear windshield, clear everything. Rain, sleet, snow. I've already. Granted, I've only had it in the summer and fall. I've had it in the pouring rain. I can see through my windshield. The Durango, you can't see shit when it's pouring rain or when the sun's shining. The tint or something's messed up. I don't know what it was. Don't matter now. But and that's the thing, and so.
Go, you know the thing.
Long story short, I start heading out there. I can't see shit in front of me. My mom told me not to go. She told me to wait until the morning, even though she was begging me to come, which I'm not saying it's her fault. I chose to go out, Everyone told me to stay home. Did I listen? Fuck no, I'm a man. I don't listen to anybody. So, it's snowing, and I'm like, I can't see shit. So I'm going 45 in the 70. Everyone around me is going maybe 50. And then I finally hit salted road, and I'm like, okay, so I speed up, I go 80 and then 75. Oh, I quit 5 over, whatever. And, this is a major highway, so I'm not too worried about, crashing as much. Granted, I was playing the passing game with this cop and, soccer mom. It's kind of funny. And eventually, I just slowed down and let them both pass me. I got tired of it. Here's the kicker. You have to take a couple back road highways to get to your house. For those of you who don't know, in the Midwest, we salt our roads, hence the rust on vehicles and bullshit. There weren't no salt on these old back road highways. I passed a semi, because the semi was going maybe 10 and 65. It was pissing off, so I passed his ass. And I'm driving, and I hit this bridge, and there's black ice. Black ice means you can't see it, and you have no traction whatsoever. There's oncoming traffic in their lane. They all say that, obviously. And you know, I end up going sideways towards the ditch, which is right by a river.
Well, that's the bridge that my dumbass decided was a great idea to run into. And that's the stream I would have fallen in. If I would have went through that concrete on that bridge, I would have ended up in this here river. But we made it out alive.
It's close to 9. And you know, I get myself straight. And I go straight for another 5 feet, maybe, if that. Hit more black ice, do some spins. You know, I don't hit the brakes or anything. I don't overcorrect. I kind of just spin my way straight until I hit the fucking like end of the road, the shoulder, and it just boom, flips me. And I'm like, ah, shit. I'm actually laughing as I'm crashing because I was like, this is not the way I die. I'm laughing. I was actually laughing. I was like, ah, shit, here we go again, you know. And I go down this hill. It's probably like a 35-degree angle.
Went down a hill, rolled a few times, and here we are. Drive safe, guys. Just a little tip of advice.
Passenger side of the vehicle. All the passenger windows are out. You know, the tires are off. The axles are bent.
There's one tire.
No,
There's a second tire.
that's somebody else's tire.
What do you mean?
There's one, there's two. You still have both tires unless one of those was your spare.
My spare. I'm gonna have to get that too. Well, that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Jesus Christ.
And I hit this divot in the ditch, and it flipped me right side up. My speaker, because I don't have a radio in the Durango, I had a big Bluetooth speaker. It landed right side up playing the same song that I was playing as I was crashing.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Which was Drunk I Am by what's his face? The You Betcha guy. Miles, I fucking love Miles. I have a man crush on Miles Mostifier, however you say his name. The You Betcha guy. I have a crush on the You Betcha guy.
Turn that down. My ass is so hot.
I'm straight, 100%, but I'll totally let that man buy me a beer, you know? I'm sitting on the speaker, you know, listening to this damn song, just pissed off. So I'm like, ah, shit, how am I gonna get myself out of the situation? So I hop back in the driver's seat, try to drive out without looking at the damages. I just stand, ain't going nowhere. Call my friend, I'm like, you know, I said, hey, she goes, yeah. I said, I crashed. She goes, what, where? And I sent her my location. She goes upstairs, tells her mom, we need to go now. Her mom's like, okay. And as they're coming out there, an off-duty sheriff drives by in his nice Corvette, and he says, you good? And I said, I'm fantastic. It's a great night. Shit, you know. And as this off-duty sheriff's driving by, he wrecks on the bridge. 4 other cars wreck on the bridge, and this other on-duty sheriff pulls up. And you know, I said, hey, can you light me a cigarette? And he was, yeah, I was going fucking insane. I was nervous out of my mind. And I said, I do need to warn you, I do have a loaded rifle in the front seat. Well, what I think is loaded, the magazine is flying. He goes, oh, it's alright, it's alright. He just gave my information, make sure I'm okay. Cool cop, real cool cop. Female friend pulls up, her mom. They give me a ride to her house. And by the way, I was borrowing this vehicle from my mom's boyfriend. And I asked him, I say, you know, I told him, I say, you know, I just told your vehicle. And he goes, get it towed. That's all I care about. Get it towed. You're replaceable. The vehicle's not. And that showed real human emotion, which is really nice, you know, that people still have that these days. Because life is replaceable, property is not. Granted, he wants $1,000 in damages, which I think that's fair. All the parts he's put into it and lending it out to me, I think that is more than fair. $1,000. 100%. Granted, I lost my job, so I'm looking for a job at the moment. If you'd like to cash at me for YouTube purposes or just day in life purposes, I'll drop that. I think here. I'll drop it somewhere. If you'd like to tip me from any enjoyment out of this, or any of my other videos, go for it. I do hunting, fishing. I travel a little bit here and there. I do story times like this. I mostly do firearms, but actually, coming up next soon, I'm doing a tabletop review on my 9mm handgun, my first centerfire handgun. So stay tuned for that. I'm not gonna Stay tuned for that though. It's a little bit cold out. I don't have a vehicle, so we're not gonna do a range video. We're just gonna do a tabletop for now until it warms up a little bit or I get time to get out and shoot. But yeah, you know, it's real nice to be alive. And you know, if it wasn't for her, I would have been shit out of luck. I would have been fucked. My mom cashed out me $65, you know, to get it towed. So they wanted $700 for, okay. We had sent them the pictures via email, this towing company, the best reviewed one on Yelp. And, you know, my female friend, she's carrying around her notebook, she's writing down, you know, prices and quotes and this company's name and what they'll charge and what they'll need. They're like, oh, we're gonna need 3 wreckers to get that sumbitch out. And it's gonna cost you $800, and I'm just shitting bricks because I'm like, I have $200 in my bank account. I'm fucked. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm fucked. And thank God for her stepdad's friend. Pulled some yeehaw shit, drove down in the ravine in the ditch with a lifted fucking Chevy, pulled out the Durango. Tow bill, $65. I'd actually talked to some Amish people because it was near an Amish area. They let me borrow one of their tractors and chains. Tractor wasn't, you know, I was way too muddy to get a tractor down in there. I was afraid I was going to ruin it. I didn't want to fuck up, you know, some Amish guys' equipment. Just yes, the Amish around here do drive tractors in town. It's kind of weird, I know. Snapped 2 of his chains. I said, you know, I'll go to the hardware store and replace them right now. He's like, nope, don't worry about it. You got yourself out. I helped you helped me. So it's good. We shook hands. This guy was a Marine vet, apparently. Came back from Korea, became Amish. Cool dude. Real cool dude.
Yeah. So sing me to sleep, and pour me another drink. And I don't know what happened between bourbon and man, but I'll be at the games with a glass in my hand. Tell old St. Peter, quite frankly, don't give a damn. I'm sure one day I'll pay for my sin. I've been angry and lonesome, but that really ain't no excuse to be putting
There was ice on that bridge. I hit the bridge on both sides and rolled all the way down there where that net sheet post is on that brush.
Take a trip to that old liquor store, and my bottle of brine end up on the floor. They call it addiction, but I see it as an old friend. Yeah, so sing me to sleep. Pour me another drink. Well, I don't know what happened between bourbon and man, but I'll be
Damn, you are sad, motherfucker. You are sad.
Quite frankly, don't give a damn. I'm sure
Got the
one
shotty,
day I'll pay
we got the
for my
wheels, we're going.